Alright, I already warmed up my car, so that's good. Just turned off after 10 minutes. It's so loud. I haven't used these Ray-Bans in a while. It's finally getting warm outside, so I can finally put these puppies on. Hey everyone, today is February 27th, 2017, and today is my 25th birthday today. And in this video today, I was gonna have a video where I was gonna say what I was grateful for and so on, but that'll be for another video because I want to make that a little bit more special. But in today's video, I'm gonna do 10 things I love about my 2015 Ford Mustang GT. And I know I've done this before, but like I said, as you own a car, the driving experience changes. And with those changes, the things you enjoy about the car change also. The things you liked, you may not like now. The things you didn't like, they may have grown on you. So, hope you guys enjoy this in-car vlog today, and let's get to it. Like I said in my 1 year in review of my 2015 Mustang GT, if you haven't saw that video yet, definitely check it out, because it goes over my full experience of this car after owning it for 1 full year. To start off this video, my 2015 Mustang GT has been better than I thought it was going to be owning this car. It is absolutely amazing in so many ways, and it does have its faults, but overall, I couldn't be any more happier with this car. So the first thing I want to start off with is the liability of this car. I've had this car for a full year, and I bought this used with about 10,000 miles, so it was pretty much new. And it was used, but it was pretty much brand new. The liability of this car has been phenomenal. I had absolutely no trouble with it. Nothing at all. No engine problems. No physical anything. And you know how cars over time, there's rattling in the car and stuff like that? There is none of that. This car, and I'm not just saying this because I'm in the honeymoon phase of the car. I've had this car for a year and a month now. I know exactly what the faults are, and I'll have another video about that. But this car was made so well. The interior, how it's structured, from the navigation to the dashboard to the every little details of this car. It was built perfect. The second thing I absolutely love about this car is something that a lot of S550 owners can definitely agree on, and it is the exhaust, and not the stock exhaust. So when you have a stock exhaust system for the S550, it is absolute garbage. And I'm gonna say that because it's true. I mean, if you want a quiet car with good power, that's it. But when you buy a Mustang, you want a loud car with a rumble, like an old muscle car. That's what you want. So, easy swap. You buy a full exhaust, get it swapped out. It's the easiest modification you can do to your car, and it makes the biggest change to it. When you get your new exhaust, it changes the whole car completely, from a quiet car to a very loud, vicious Mustang, which once I got my MBRP catback raised exhaust, it really brought my car to life. I'll give you a quick acceleration right now, and oh my god, it never gets old. When I start my car every single morning, that cold start is absolutely amazing. And that brings me to number 3. The third thing about this car is the cold start. And I guess that is a thing, because when you wake up in the morning, people dread doing their commute to work. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm doing my commute to work. But people dread it because they hate that drive, especially when it's an hour in traffic there and an hour in traffic back. When I get into this car every morning, when I turn this on, when I hear that exhaust roar so loud in the morning, honestly, it gets me excited to hop in my car and drive to work. And that starts my day off amazing. And if you start your day on a good note, it sets the tone and makes the rest of your day so much better, and the car definitely does that for me. So number 4 is definitely gonna be the color of my car, triple yellow. And when I first got the triple yellow, it wasn't me that was really, it it wasn't me that was really uncertain of the color. It was other people that was kind of making me uncertain. But when I think of a muscle car, I think of a bright color. It sticks out, and it definitely does it for this car, the black accents. When I think of a muscle car, except for a Corvette, for example, I want it in yellow or a bright color. And for the Mustang, Grabber Blue, that orange color they had, the bright orange, and like in the triple yellow, they look absolutely amazing. In the darker colors, standard white, black, red, they look great, but in my opinion, this car has to have a special color because it is a special car. So this kind of stems on from number 4. But number 5 is me picking the premium package for the S550. And I was gonna pick the performance package where you get the Recaro seats, you get the 2 gauges that where these vents are, you get the black performance wheels, you get a couple things there. You get the spoiler delete, and it looks amazing, don't get me wrong. And I had a choice to get that. I could have got, honestly, any color Mustang. I spec'd this car out to where I wanted it to be. Ended up being around $42,000 because I got everything I wanted. So I got the top premium package. I got the most speaker system. I believe it was 12 speakers for this car. I got the heated and cooling seats, and honestly, the Recaro seats would have been great, but I chose these over those because I wanted that. I live in Illinois. I need really warm seats for the winter when it snows, and when it's extremely hot in the summer. I want those cooling seats because this is my commuter car, my daily driver. I want it to be comfortable. And yes, those black wheels with the performance package are amazing, but when summer comes around the next couple months, I have to buy new wheels because my stock wheels have my winter tires on them, my snow tires right now. So I noticed that a lot of these things I love about the car kind of go together, and the next one is going to be something that has to do with the car altogether. The sound, the color, and just the Mustang itself, the presence of it. When I'm at a gas station or at a local place, and this is 100% true for Mustang owners or sports car owners in general, wherever I'm at, if I'm at work, my parking garage at work, gas stations, anywhere, I get so many compliments on my vehicle. And this happens on a daily basis, and I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I was debating on making a video, setting up a GoPro, going to local places throughout the day, and seeing how many compliments I can get on my car. And when I'm saying this, I go to drive-thrus, and the person at the drive-thru would be like, "Hey, nice car." At work about 2 weeks ago, someone that was working with me, I was in my garage after work, someone knocked on my window. I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" I lowered the window, and it was someone that worked in my building with me. I don't really know. And he's like, "Hey, nice car, man." And someone I didn't know complimented me on the sound of it. And I get compliments on the color, sound, and just having the Mustang. And it is absolutely amazing. And the thing is, I never liked flashy cars in the past. I've always had like a black car. It was still a sports car, or a dark red car. It didn't really stick out. But having this car with a triple yellow, having it flashy, I mean, it makes me love the car, and it makes the experience of driving it that much better. So number 6 is something that I know personally because I owned an 07 Mustang before, and there was a huge change between that car, obviously, and my 2015 Ford Mustang GT. And this is a huge thing because as you're daily driving this, you want the least body roll as possible. So for this S550 model, Ford definitely, obviously not just with the body roll, but the whole car changed completely. But the one thing for me that makes it so much better is there is minimal body roll with this car from what it was in the past. In the past, when you would turn really quick with a Mustang, you would be flying all over the place in the car, and it was intense. It was meant for going fast in a straight line. And now with the independent rear suspension, how they changed the car and they made it so much better over time, my Mustang GT can take corners like a pro. There is no body roll. I am planted in my seat. And yes, it is a Mustang. There is slight body roll, but barely any. Number 7 stems on from number 6. So number 7 is gonna be how Ford made the Mustangs, and also Chevy, Dodge, having their muscle cars, being able not just to go fast in a straight line, but they're able to turn and be agile on the road, which is huge. Because when you bought a muscle car, you knew it was going to be fast in a straight line, because that's why you bought it. You know that was the rep they had. But the new cars since 2011, especially for the Mustangs, since the new models came out, 2011, the 14, now the S550, 15, 16, 17, it has been amazing and a huge change that Ford did. This car can go fast, obviously, in a straight line with, from the factory, 435 horsepower, and with the 400 torque was absolutely phenomenal. And you can use that by going on turns too. You can take turns like a pro, and that is a huge thing for this car, which Ford did an amazing job with. So number 8 is very general, and it's something that Ford did in 2011 with the newer models, and it carried on to 2015 to the S550. So that is changing the engine of this V8 to the Coyote engine. And this engine for this car lives up to its expectations. The power it makes, the sound of this engine. And what Ford did by making that change changed the game for Ford completely. Because this Coyote V8 makes amazing power for a stock car. And that brings me to number 9. So number 9 applies to me because I kept my S550, my car now, stock for about 6-7 months when I got the car. And every car I've got in the past, I always modify it right away, usually with the intake, exhaust, starting with those two. But this car, I kept absolutely stock for the longest time because it was that good out of the box, out of the factory. And it had so much power, so much torque. The suspension was good, it looked great. And the reason why I waited, and I had the money, it wasn't the money issue, I could have got the parts right away. But the thing is, this car from the factory was that good. And I was driving this car, I wanted to enjoy it. And I enjoyed it for the 6-7 months, stock from the factory, great car. And then I started doing my modifications to it, and it was like getting a brand new car again. So this is a car you can get right out of the box. You don't have to modify it and spend a lot of money on mods, and you can have a lot of fun, and it's still a great looking car. Number 10, and sorry about this sun, it is right in my face right now. But number 10 is another huge one for any Mustang owner that has owned any Mustang before the S550. So even the previous generation, 2011 to 14, and all the ones in the past, when you bought a Mustang from the factory, they were very, very high up, if that makes sense. They were like rally cars. Like the first modification you would do to an old Mustang to make it look good would be to get lowering springs, coilovers, bag, whatever you have to do to make it lower. Because from the factory, this car used to look like a monster truck, and everyone can really contest to that owned a Mustang in the past. With the S550, so 2015, 16, 17, for some reason, how the body is shaped with this car, it looks like it is lowered already. It's at a good ride height from the factory. And that's why it said out of the box, you can drive this car right away. It looks great, performs great. And if you don't want to modify your Mustang, you don't have to, because it has so much power and it already looks phenomenal. So having it lowered, it's not even lowered, but having it look lowered from the factory is a huge thing for Mustang owners. I get a quick acceleration for you guys here. Never gets old. So this car has been amazing. For the past year I've owned it. It's been an amazing car, and there's more than 10 things to love about this car, but I narrowed down that list to those top 10 things I absolutely love, and it definitely has changed since I made my last top 10 things I love about my Mustang video. And the next video I'll make will be 10 things I don't like about my S550 within owning it for a year. Alright guys, just got to work. Hope you guys enjoyed this 10 things I love about my Mustang. And I'll make a next video of 10 things I don't like about my Mustang compared to my previous video. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.